So first and foremost, like, Neptune, it's the planet of dreams. It's the planet of illusions, intuition, spirituality, and dissolving boundaries. And Aries, on the other hand, is like this fiery, impulsive, bold, action-oriented energy. So when Neptune is entering Aries, it's the energy of the mystical meets the energy of the warrior, okay? So this is like what you probably can expect here is like personal visions and inspiration. So people may feel like a surge of like very imaginative energy, okay, and like a desire to like take bold spiritual or creative risk. There's more courage to chase dreams, even if the path is like very uncertain. So there's like impulsiveness here in the intuition. So Aries is moving like so fast. So Neptune is usually a little bit more slow, and it's a reflective energy, and it can become a bit scattered. So people might act on hunches or ideas without thinking them through like thoroughly. So inspiration is high, okay, but discernment is going to be needed here. So Aries is very it's an independent, and it's pioneering, okay? So on like so this could encourage movements that like push boundaries in spirituality, technology, or maybe even activism, okay? So, but also it makes people prone to chasing illusions or like miracle like solutions like a little bit too quickly. So, this is all about like also like redefining like your personal identity. So Neptune kind of dissolves the boundaries, and Aries is all about me, myself, and I. So I have my Aries is in Venus, which is the planet of love, beauty and art. But anyway, we're not talking about me. So there could be a strong urge to explore new aspects of the self. You might start rethinking, who you were and how you kind of assert yourselves in the world. So there's definitely going to be like a heightened creative kind of like risk taking. So this is really good for like artists, entrepreneurs, spiritual seekers may kind of feel a sudden surge of innovative ideas, but they'll need to channel that fiery Neptune energy very constructively, or risk confusion and overextension of yourself. So this transit's going to last for several years. So it's a slow burn that kind of gradually reshapes how all of us are going to pursue our dreams and take actions on ideas and navigate the tension between illusions and, reality. So we're going to pull a little bit here on this Neptune in Aries with the Seven of Wands here. Yeah, that's a bold energy here. So, yeah, it's kind of like, this is going to be like, standing your ground, defending your beliefs, and holding your position. So, Aries kind of like, the Aries vibes are going to amplify because, like, Aries is a very naturally bold and very combative energy, okay? So you may feel a need to assert yourself more strongly, but Neptune is going to blur things. So part of the challenge is going to, you're going to have to pick your battles. What's worth fighting versus like maybe some illusions you possibly could cling to. So there's going to be a lot of clarity here, breakthroughs, cutting through confusion. So Neptune basically fogs reality. So the Ace of Swords is like a lifeline, the mental clarity and the truth you need to kind of navigate like through like dreams versus reality. So this is kind of like this sword is like slicing through, like the mist of Neptune. So there's going to be planning for the future, choosing your path, stepping into expansion. So Aries is like, the energy of this is like pushing like towards action and risk taking. And when it's combined with Neptune, there's like this dreaminess to that vision. So it may feel like inspired, or maybe like even like too good to be true. So at the end of it, like, you're standing your ground and you're cutting through the bullshit here. So there's a flavor of like bold spiritual or like creative action. So you're going to be inspired to chase something that feels exciting and idealistic here, but you really got to be discerning, okay? Otherwise it could really cause some problems, fights, okay, essentially. So like, this is about claiming your ground, and make sure you're going to be seeing clearly here. And so this is going to be the next few years. So step into your next adventure here, but do it with confidence. But this is like important for you, like, not to get lost in the fantasy of it as well. So let's pull a little bit more here on this Neptune and Aries energy here. Oh boy, this is something else. We're going to go to those 5 pen here. Oh boy. Hold on a second. Ooh boy. So, okay, so it's kind of like now we're getting into like the money and the love and like the security vibes here. Okay, so with Neptune and Aries like influencing things, there's a big chance these struggles feel bigger or more confusing than what they really are, because Neptune is really going to blur reality. So don't let fear or scarcity like thinking kind of take over. So there's going to be choices, there's going to be alignments, there's going to be partnerships, and then moral decisions here. So here it's not just romantic, okay? It could reflect a key decision about values and relationships, or like what you truly want to invest your energy into. So this Aries energy is kind of pushing you to kind of like take initiative. But Neptune may make the right choice feel a little bit kind of like, huh? So this is kind of a reminder that like grounded, practical care and kind of like self-sufficiency can carry you through all this confusion. So this is about you being bold, but also be wise and take care of yourself like materially, and do it emotionally. So like I said, you probably, this is going to be for the next few years, you're going to feel like a lack or a loss. Okay, so this is going to probably trigger some kind of fear or indecision. But there's a choice to make, okay, about how you respond, whether you're like clinging to fear or like, step into alignment with values. So ground yourself here. That's the most important thing that you can kind of do here, and cut through all the illusion here, okay? Because you don't want to make like bad decisions. You want to make bold choices that are going to impact your future here, and not from a place of like illusion, because that could turn into something very negative. So let's go ahead and who do I want to talk to next here? I feel like we're going to talk to those 5 of Cups. So what's going on here with the 5 of Cups here with Neptune and Aries here? 5 of Cups. Yeah, you could possibly, don't make an ass of yourself. That's one big thing here that I'm picking up. You could really make a complete ass of yourself. Excuse me. I need some more holy water. Give me just a second. Whew. Gosh. All right, water bottle, get on there right now. So, yeah, like there's loss, there's disappointment. So it's like, don't focus on what's going wrong. Instead, like, focus on what's still available, okay? So Neptune's kind of adding this kind of like dreamy, sometimes like kind of foggy perspective. So you could start feeling sadder, okay? And maybe a lot more heavier. And things will start becoming more confusing than what they actually are, okay? So some of these blocks are going to be self-imposed illusions, or kind of they come from like fear-based thinking. So you might feel powerless, but clarity can like, show you a way out over here with this Ace of Swords. So this is like, you're going to need to reflect on your efforts, your growth. You need to ask yourself whether your investments, your time, your energies, your emotions, are they paying off? Because Aries energy wants action, but, this is a gentle reminder that some things need time to bear fruit. Okay? So this is like, just be, emotional reflection, mental blocks, patience. So you could start to feel disappointed. You could start to feel stuck. But this is saying, with the Seven of Pentacles, to kind of take stock of your progress here, man. And just be patient. That's all you really got to do. So Neptune in Aries encourages bold, inspired action. But there's a clear message to stay grounded and cut through the illusions here. Okay? So let's go ahead and pull on the Six of Wands here with a Neptune in Aries, please. So I'm kind of picking up like you're going to be okay here. Okay? And you don't have to be a Pisces watching this. This is going to be this is really for everybody. So kind of, after your previous struggles over here, okay, and over here, you're rising above the challenges here. So your inspiration and bold actions are finally going to get noticed. So though, like, Neptune is still going to remind you to stay humble and still be discerning here. So, like, being steady, being methodical, and being dedicated is, like, really going to pay off here. That's what this is, for sure. Especially on an emotional level. So I feel like a lot of you are going to have some, like, new emotional beginnings. Love. There's healing. This could be, like, a spiritual inspiration. So with Neptune and Aries, this could manifest as like a burst of like creative or intuitive inspiration. Okay, this could be a new romantic or deeply emotional connection or a fresh start in your spiritual and emotional life. So basically, after all the challenges here, you stand strong. You cut through the illusions. You're planning boldly. Yeah. And it's like you navigate like scarcity or like emotional setbacks with grounded choices with the Five of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Queen of Pentacles. So you process regret and you free your mind while like you're waiting patiently like for these results. So like your efforts are being recognized is what this is. So this isn't just about practical issue or practical success. This is, about heart-centered victories, okay? New love. It's pretty good energy. So it's like, just remind yourself, okay, that things are going to flow into your life, okay? As a reward, if you stand firm, if you, stay grounded, and most importantly, just stay patient. So I hope this reading was helpful. I know probably nobody will watch this reading. Everybody will be like, I did angels, ancestors, spirit. People don't. I do money readings. People are like, I wanted this kind of reading. I want that kind of a reading. But when I look, I'm like, why do I, but I felt like this is imperative. I had to pull this. I've been waiting for this for a long time. So I'm going to leave it here. Good luck.